at PEP for quite a while, and what would you say was sort of your turning point, if there was one in your career, or highlights from that journey?
So, even just starting at the beginning of my journey in HR, walking in on my very first day, it was also a very cold winter day, and I got absolutely soaked on my first day of work. And I walked in, and my then manager, Nico Grobla, he said to me, "Don't worry about anything. Take a deep breath. You're going to be fine. Everything you've learned over the last few years studying, we'll remember those and keep it in the knowledge pile. But now the practical part of it starts. And so let's get things going." And so, his methodical approach to how we practice HR really is the thing that was great for me. And that was a big turning point, because I easily could have been just chucked into a corner to take minutes and file papers. But he took me along a journey that touched every part of what it is that a practitioner would do in the HRPS space. And that was really great. And that made me love it more. And then, coming along my journey as a practitioner, then getting into contact with those who are very business oriented. So being partnered with really some of the best business people in South Africa, and the lessons learned there around what is important for the business and how do we match that up with people and their journey, and what would be the best fix and match or compromise between the two. I think those were the biggest lessons along the way and the turning points. And then, when you have the personal disappointments, having someone in your corner saying, it's going to be okay. You've done nothing wrong. You need to just, chin up and move forward. And, those are the important parts of going through your career. And in PEP, I think for me, it's really, when I talk about stepping out of your comfort zone, doing talks, running conventions, really like doing speeches at these events. Those are not exactly my preference, but it's the way we do things and how we communicate at PEP. And so that for me was really quite a stretch, but I love it now. I love it because it's the way in which we can communicate in the most effective way with our dynamos, and, really being encouraged by my colleagues and by my leader, to step out of that comfort zone and take the leap, because, everyone believes everyone can do what they need to do. And it's quite exciting and scary at the same time. So those were big turning points for me.
Okay. I think it's great having somebody in your corner, and when you talk about personal disappointments, you grow a lot from those as well. I think you learn a lot in that space too. Not always just the good things.
Yeah, and it's really in those times when you see who's really out there to help you, guide you, and stand next to you. Because the personal disappointments are the things that could really knock you and really derail where it is that you're going. And when you have people in your corner encouraging you, motivating you, inspiring you to be your best, to do your best, it really does help a lot to make you a better person in business. The all-round type of experience is quite important.
Absolutely. And I mean, you obviously have a very strong team and support. And what would you say, other than obviously the massive support that you have, is driving you today?
It's really about making a difference for one person at a time. Okay. It might be a dynamo, it might be someone in our communities, it might be a friend, it could be anyone around me. And for me, it's really around how do I help them make a difference. If it wasn't for, to start my career in Nico Grobla, making a difference in my life, where would I have been? If it wasn't for the many other sort of guides and angels along the way, where would I have been? And so I would, it's really for me important to be there for those around me, and to make a difference in their lives, because they could do anything they want and they could be anything they want. They just need one person to believe in them. So that drives me to do what I do every day.
So you've really got quite a sort of pay it forward personal motto, I guess.
Yeah, completely. And I think I've had it for quite a while, even starting when I started in my career, just, making sure that those around me can also take a leap forward, make sure that they believe enough in themselves that they know they can make a difference, because that's what we all want to do. We come into work every day to try and make a difference. And you can make a difference regardless of what it is that you do every day. And so knowing what it is that you're really great at is important.
Yeah, absolutely.